So, how's it going? Welcome to my PowerPoint for exam three, the netography. So, the online platform that I chose to analyze is a subreddit called Male Fashion Advice, and it's basically a subreddit. It's a Reddit community focused on people discussing fashion advice, shopping, style, um, uh, yeah. So this subreddit is consumption related because the main discussions are what clothes to buy, which brands offer the best value, um, how to dress, what to dress in certain events, and ultimately like they're consuming, so they're buying certain things that people find like the perception of it. So the social perception. Um, so some context, or so I added some posts right here. One of them is which black pants should I own? So which black pants should he buy? You got $1,000 to build out a fresh wardrobe. What are you purchasing? Yeah. So here's a tripartite of semiotics. I just wanted to include this because discussed it in class, and I kind of wanted to relate it to the forum. So the representation of the sign is male fashion, and the literal thing I'm using is jeans. And I was scrolling through some comments and some posts, and people have a lot of interpretation for jeans. Some interpretations are, they should be stylish or they should be expensive. And I put sub 300 because one of the posts are like, "What jeans should I buy?" Like sub 300. Like why did that have to be like that limit? But some other guys are comfortable, perfect fit. So the first piece of data that I pulled was this post from what is it? Illusionary Alarm. Okay, what type of jeans should I buy? And he's 5'11", 135, skinny long legs. I usually wear 3x34 Wrangler jeans, straight jeans with a belt and with clumps of fabric on the calves as the length bunches up, but they are very comfortable. It looks like just normal cut casual jeans, but with some extra leg room in terms of width. I'm trying to buy Wrangler cowboy cut jeans to go with my boots, but I don't know if I should get slim or regular, and which sizes 29 by 32 is good as well as for me, but I'm worried about shrinkage in the way the jeans go quite far up when I sit down. So the findings, sorry, I have some notes so I can remember what to say. Um, so for culture, the concept I use is ideology. And the first thing that came to my mind that I recognized was like, why is he asking people like what he should buy if he knows what he wants? Like he wants some Wranglers, he's not saying like, oh, should I buy Levi's? Um, but another thing he mentions is like he wears boots. Like, does he think like boots or Wranglers are supposed to go with boots? And then he wants cowboy boot cut boot jeans. So that's obvious. All that's learned. Why is he doing that? Uh, and then I read the comments, and then people were mentioning like the sizes that he should wear that they're comfortable. And then like obviously that is learned too. Like why are some sizes related to like comfortability? Obviously it's all learned. Like we're taught like this should be comfortable. Um, when he's asking randoms like what you should purchase, it's kind of weird. So for semiotics, I use the code, and then for concept, I use was tribal roots. And the phrase that came to mind is so tribal roots, right? You're consuming certain things that would align you, uh, that will relate you to certain groups. And this person is most likely trying to align with a cowboy or Western style identity. Um, yeah. And then for politics of design, I constantly use ideology, and this one what I didn't I had to think about it a little bit, but Why are sizes or who says certain sizes should be on a specific person with specific measurements? So I guess the politics behind that. Yeah. So the second piece of data that I pulled is another post is men's summer shirts. Excuse me. Looking to improve my summer fits. I typically just keep it simple with a shirt and some plain colored shorts. I'm tired of wearing just plain tees and want something different. Every website I look at, our shirts are just plain colors. How can I up my summer fashion while also staying cool? Not about to wear multiple layers and 90 plus heat. Do I become a polo guy? There tends to be plenty of options in that category. So for culture, the concept I used was social. And this you have this person come to a subreddit for advice to prove his outfits, which leads him to consuming products which are learned styles, like this looks good or um from randoms, from random people. Um he's also mentioned like he's tired of wearing plain tees. So there's like a desire or a drive to improve his style. So he's reaching out to randoms and another thing. So the second thing or the second concept, semiotics, and the concept I use for on semiotics is symbol. And the first thing I thought was polo. He sees upping his fashion is a polo. So the first thing I thought was like, oh, does he think like polo, wearing a polo is like a symbol to like being classy or somewhat of fashion? Um, And then I also use tribal roots again because that's another thing. Like, is the polo, is he trying to align with a certain crowd? Like, oh, the fashionable people or the classy people. Um, yeah, he's obviously trying to fit in into some category, some group. And then politics of design, I use ideology again. And uh, it's kind of easy to talk about. This is politics of design because his options are being shaped by what stores and brands actually sell. So he wants something more stylish, but uh, what he sees is but he mostly just sees plain tees. And the Heat makes some fashion choices like unrealistic, like they don't make sense. So even though it seems like fashion is all about personal choice, the design of clothes and the market really like affect what he wears. Like they are manipulating his judgment to like, oh, what should I wear? What should I um yeah. So I should put an ending on it, but thank you. Um, see you on Monday. How do how do I stop this? Stop recording.